Now, so listen, always trying to show you some new, eclectic content, because that's what we do. I know our people, as I always say, they love South Park, they love Family Guy, they love the Team America, popular videos.
The Team America.
Not the Team America. Did I say the Team America? Goodness gracious, I got to stop drinking. So listen, another big subject for me, maybe not for you, is because I'm out of the game, baby. They retired my number. They raised my jersey to the rafters. I'm out, baby. But you're still in the dating world. Well, you may not be active right now in the dating world, but you do or may have to deal with the modern woman, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because I'm old, I'm dated, I am decompensating at this point, disintegrating, in fact, possibly, okay, as I am aging here. So I need to square with you, because you may know, because you're around younger people all the time, if this is the modern woman ideology. I need you to confirm or deny.
All right.
All right?
I can do that.
I need your expert opinion.
Not an expert. For anyone watching, I am not an expert.
All right. Well, listen, if somebody else is out there that's expert, please opine and comment.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm just a stupid 24-year-old kid. So.
Well, all I know is I watch a lot of content online, and a lot has to do with this woman ideology of the modern day. So I don't know if this is true or false. You be the judge, and are you ready to get busy?
Let's go.
Make it so.
Sandra, thousands and thousands of people call you.
Yes.
They want to be on the show.
Yes.
They want your advice, but you're single.
That's right, girl, and loving it. Now, you know, I was in a relationship last year, but this is my single season, and I love it. And single does not mean lonely. Single means nobody can't claim me.
Right.
And I got a roster. If you want to join the team, where the camera at, Cameron? Hit me up on Instagram, Kendra G Media. We got space for one. We got space
Because
for
I
one.
love that.
This must be what they were talking about. This is absolutely embarrassing. A woman bragging as if a roster is something of value to her is about as delusional as you can get. But this is the modern woman cope. They say things and aggrandize things that appears boss B, it appears valuable, it appears positive, but in fact, it's the exact opposite, if not disgusting. She made light of before to Tamron, who's married, by the way. She's been chosen, that her husband needs to be locked away so she can keep a leash on him. Tamron ain't got no damn worries. Why? Because Tamron doesn't display the modern woman ideology or behavior as a Kendra G. Kendra G influencing women to continue this behavior to keep them single, but Tamron, not falling for the bullshit, begins to fire back. Let's go.
I love that thing too, but just because you're not in a relationship doesn't mean you're not dating.
No.
And that can be your season where you're exploring yourself and what's on the landscape. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you gotta have a job. You have to have an ambition that's gonna go somewhere for sure. I want to see W-2 forms. I want to see success records. I want to meet your mama. I want to know where you live. Is it in your name? Is it? I need to see the lease, because sometimes
Kendra, I'm not good enough to date.
Come on.
If I were, let me tell you, because we're talking about it from the female gaze to the male. I'm just talking in general. If I had gone on a date with someone and they started asking me about my W-2s and my bank account, they would have been seeing the gas come out of the pipes of my car.
Out of there.
Because that's too, I'm intimidated now.
Well, because women are tired of wasting their time. I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
They want you
Guys
pre-made.
don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Come on.
Well, true, but the thing with guys,
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Some men.
Guys, I'm speaking. I'm speaking from. I just speaking because I heard you say it.
All threes, by the way.
I don't
All
think men
threes.
want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
you know,
This is so crazy.
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes,
Look.
well, I think that, yeah,
Look.
yeah, that's real high.
And
But-
you're owning. So 2025 people are owning the high maintenance.
well, women feel like this
This
is
is
what I do for
fascinating.
myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I
But you're
doing
not here
me?
for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this.
Conversation.
So listen, as you know, I'm a big London's Way guy. You know, I know, but hear me out. Hear me out. If you don't know London's Way, he traps gold diggers. He walks up to them on the street, tries to pick them up. They reject him.
It's totally not scripted. It's totally real.
Well, listen, if it's real or not real, scripted or not,
it's not real.
well, those gals say that. Well, you know, I'm already doing for myself, so you have to do this for me. That's what they're saying on London's videos, right? They're saying the exact same thing. Do you find any of that? I never ran into any of that. 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, I haven't run into this. I think it's a very delusional mindset. I think most women that walk around are not thinking like this.
I hope not.
Not the ones I've encountered. But
But-
I'm not talking about like women that I'm dating. Just women in general I've encountered are not like this.
There's a lot of
There are. I have run into like one or two maybe in my 24 years of living.
But there's a lot of content creators that have a lot of women TikTok videos that say nonsense like that. And we're not even done.
But this is what I'm thinking. These TikTok creators and these media outlets and all these people, I think they're purposely going out of their way to find these women to make it seem like there's an abundance of them to create content and maybe create controversy and things like that.
Well-
I don't actually. The real people aren't thinking these things. I don't
Well,
think.
I'm just bringing it out there because I want to see. It's just it's a
Like,
topic for discussion.
I think they think very normal things like, oh, I hope my partner has a job. That's it. Like, I feel
She's
like
talking
very
about-
reasonable things.
But she's talking about she wants to see a guy's W-2. I have heard that.
I also took that as hyperbole.
Maybe rabbits. Maybe. It's not even over yet.
Okay, lovely.
We're talking today on this Valentine's
Also, who's this schmuck in the corner?
I
Next time you pull a video, I don't need a schmuck in the corner
But
telling
it's
me what
his.
to think.
It's the content he pulled up. So I don't know if he's a schmuck. He
Well,
seems like a nice enough guy.
I don't need this guy telling me the play-by-play. I'm
Well,
watching the play-by-play.
Right. Well, I pulled out a lot of the comments so that we can comment.
Yeah.
He made his own comments on this.
Yeah.
We are doing the play-by-play.
I don't
right
need
now.
his. I don't
All
need
right.
his commentary.
I think I eliminate a lot of it. It's all play-by-play. Let's get busy.
Next time you should just find the original video.
I could do that.
Yeah. No. But
I was lazy.
I was gonna say that
I
would
was
involve
lazy.
work.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
I have a job.
Yeah.
day about
I'm a business.
And I don't have a job.
No, you got a job,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
the one that
dating
pulled
trends
this.
in hopes of helping those out there who are looking for love. Alana Dunn, the host of Modern Dating Podcast, seeing other people with us, along with Kendra G, the host of YouTube's Kendra G Singles.
Also, you know what? You were willing to date a man shorter than you,
Yeah.
potentially. A lot of women have height requirements. They're like, I don't want to settle. Well, right now, your man is invisible. Okay?
Right,
I think 5'9" is better than invisible, man.
And Kendra, for me, I make the joke about him being shorter than me. What it was, though, and you went with defining. I was not defining myself as single.
Right.
I was not. I had lost my job. I had a lot of things that were tumult in my life at that time. And I told Stephen one day, I said, I don't know if I was still working if I would have seen you. Not having my work as my title,
Right.
I saw that man.
Right.
And he saw me.
Right.
And then he clearly saw a baby too, because then we know what Moses is, and the rest is history.
Can let love in, whereas women more generally we are so like nurturing and we can see us like building a life together, at least for
Well,
me.
where these women at? They don't call my show. They're not going to work.
So
You better
I've
come
struggled.
first. Like the one that
Yeah.
calls my show, like I love that T-Rim was open to a pizza date. These girls like 5-star restaurant on day one before you get my first name. And that's the issue though, because you see how
Yeah.
T-Rim, who richer than all of us, child. you know, and very successful, was willing to go on a pizza date, and now she's married to the man of her dreams.
Yeah.
Come
So
on.
we need more Tamrins to understand that. Listen, you can be a boss woman, but the things that matter more, don't make it so high just to date
Right.
you, for sure.
And I think
Yes.
two things can exist at
Look at-
once,
Stop,
right?
Tamrin,
Look
girl.
at-
I think
Women
Man.
giving
Did anyone
women,
here-
Women giving women dating advice. The worst. The worst.
I will say women have been known to not have as much a friendly camaraderie like men, you know?
Absolutely not.
I've witnessed this where they give each other advice.
Yeah.
And the advice is not really advice.
No.
You know? I was actually thinking about this yesterday because I met up with a friend and I pulled up to his house and I was wearing not this shirt. I was wearing another like just solid colored T-shirt, and he was wearing this same exact colored T-shirt, and we just looked at each other like, "Hey, we're matching," you know. Whereas a woman, if a woman did that, it's like, "Oh,
No.
one of you's got to change."
No.
and it's a whole thing.
That is.
I don't know what that it pertains to in this situation, but
My opinion is women do not want to see other women happy. As it relates to my spouse, women around her either dislike her, they're jealous of her, they're envious of her because she is happy and gets everything that she wants. But she got together with me when I was really at my lowest. I hadn't accumulated. So she saw potential in me and we went up. But these women, modern women, they want to find guys pre-made, already at the finish line. That's the problem.
I find that not even like with women. I mean, I find it mostly in a lot of women I talk to, friends that I have, and things like that, but also guys. But I feel like people these days are less patient. You know what I mean? And they want to find someone who's already mature and who already has a job and who already knows this and knows that, and you know what I mean? And they're not patient. They don't want to. Oh, okay, it's okay to make
100%.
mistakes. It's okay to grow. It's okay to. That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
That's accurate. Everybody has TikTok brain, social media, immediate
I
gratification.
mean, my ex-girlfriend was so shocked when she would do something and I wouldn't like be upset with her. I'd be like, "Oh, it's okay, no big deal," and she'd be like, "What?" She'd be confused.
I don't think women have that same degree of patience, tolerance, or understanding for us. And it's a happy Men's Mental Health Month. It's Mental Health Month. Did you know that? For men.
No, who gives a shit?
Well, listen, I mean,
I am not a believer.
well,
in-
you have good mental health.
No.
There are
I'm
guys out there suffering.
No, of course, but everyone suffers. I'm not a big believer in months. Of
No,
things.
neither am I.
Everybody should get a day.
Yeah,
One day.
one
that's
day,
it.
one
Men's
day.
Mental Health Day.
Day.
We don't need a whole month.
We don't need a month.
Okay.
Or a parade for that matter.
Okay, well now you're taking it to an area I did not
All
want
right,
to take it.
You want to finish this
but-
up?
Yeah.
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 Here, pick up on what was significant
Oh,
about
this
this
schmuck
conversation.
again.
Well, I cut
that was it. That was
I cut
it.
that out.
Is there a continuation of this?
No, that'll be in the next video. How
Oh,
do you like
lovely.
that? How do you like that? So, summation,
Summation.
modern women,
Modern. I'm blanking right now.
Blanking.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Say something. I'll jump in.
well, very simple. Are the modern women, is the ideology. They want to meet you at the finish line. They want you to make six figures. They want you to have a six-pack. They want you to
So
have the other thing.
modern women. Whoa.
Oh, be
modern
6 feet.
women. Modern women.
Yep.
In a day-to-day regular person life, I don't think are like this.
Okay.
Save for a few. But in mainstream media, on TV and on things like that, you see a lot more of it because they're trying to find these people to generate content and controversy. That's my opinion on this.
I don't know. Hit us up in the comments. And
Do not even think about touching that subscribe button.
see you on the next one.